welcome to a cooking class. Yep. And we're making a too much cardamom French toast because cardamom sucks, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So today we are presenting too much cardamom French toast because the last batch we used way too much cardamom, and this time we scaled it down. We actually followed the recipe, and we used the mortar and pestle over here because this takes a long time. So we were watching the Knicks last night, and we were watching Indiana completely smoke us in the fourth quarter while I was grinding this. And I eventually wouldn't be able to dunk a basketball in a game in front of my children, and I can't do that unless I palm a basketball. So I do this to strengthen my hands and to prove to my dad and myself that I'm not a perpetual waste of height and that I don't fulfill this brutal nickname, self-esteem strangling legacy that my dad's imparted on me. So we got cardamom, spice, member of the ginger family, and this is a recipe from Jacob Cohen. We're huge fans. Very fancy Fagala, member of the tribe, and he's got a huge social media following. He makes money off of his books and his recipes, and this is one of his gems. And it is a rose water, cardamom infused French toast. So right now, it's the easy part. And we're gonna light up the cast iron, which is great for French toast. So Hunga, you wanna fire that up? No, we don't want too high of a flame or else it's gonna burn and it's gonna suck. So Hunga, so they say that you should use a tablespoon of French toast and you should do 3 at a time. So we are going to do that exactly because too much cardamom French toast was a complete bust, right, Hunka?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you tell everyone why it was such a big bust? I mean, it wasn't a colossal bust. There's different types of bust.
It was a colossal bust, and it had the right to be, and it sucked.
Yes. Because it was too
and
much
today's Veterans Day,
cardamom French
so
toast.
we're also giving a shout out to veterans.
Yes.
And my non-American dad for liking Drago better than Rocky and Rocky 4.
He's joking. I was never rooting for Drago in Rocky 4. But I am rooting for an end to the war in the Ukraine. So, and screw that Yuki dwarf that claims that he's Jewish. 2 of his kids are baptized. 2 of his kids are baptized. So calling Zelensky Jewish is like calling Hamas Jewish. That's a tablespoon. I think we should do 2 tablespoons. What do you think? No? He says to do a tablespoon now. Here, spread the love. He says you do a tablespoon for 3 minutes, and then you do another tablespoon once you flip it. All right, can we not fail the putty cup of truth this early on in the broadcast? Okay. So in Jewish tradition, they say you should get 2 challahs for Shabbat. And that should represent abundance, right?
We should get 3.
Yeah. Well, I should in honor of my 3 children because they make me feel 3 times as special and fortunate because they definitely fill this house with a triple loaded abundance of love. So.
And like that's the 3 words.
Yeah, that's the 3 worlds. Correct. I love it when my son quotes my comedy record titles and awesome expressions in general. Okay.
And I hate when you quote my jokes.
Alright. So I'm a little concerned because this is very droopy. And so the entire idea behind making too much cardamom French toast, or any hollow French toast, is that you want to make it with stale French toast. Why do you do that? Because that way, the staler, the firmer it is, you're preventing the French toast from collapsing. So you're creating like a firmer crust. So it says 3 at a time. You don't want to crowd the pan, okay? So we're gonna let that go. And so Samuel, so what veterans do we know in our family? Do you want to tell the crowd about?
Mowing for Murray.
That's right, mowing for Murray. So Murray was a medic in World War II, and he was there when they dropped the big one. So we're convinced that he got radiation from the bomb, and he died of cancer. So he was literally on his deathbed. He had to be rolled into my father's wedding. And so I wrote a book, just red pilled, and I was considering calling it Mowing for Murray because it was for the troops. You know, I didn't vote this year. Why didn't I vote? Because I told my children that I let my books vote for me, and that unless I learned that our government didn't orchestrate another stolen election, if I knew that they didn't do that again, which to me was the ultimate spit in the face of all the veterans, then I vote the rest of my life. And that finally happened, so thank you, Lord. So we are enjoying this rosewater infused, not too much cardamom French toast for Murray, right?
Yeah, and look, that one can't do this, but I can.
So you want to tell our audience about your sleepover?
Yeah.
With your bud Lucci?
Yeah.
You did some new things. You made some pizza and
Yeah.
you learned how to do jump on a pogo stick, right?
I learned how to jump on a pogo stick. My record was 11. I wasn't that good at it. But I scored a goal against him in soccer. And also, I made the best pizza of my life. So we got like the dough from Frank's Pizzeria in Croydon Falls. And we decorated it. I did cheese, normal sauce, and mushrooms. And the other side, barbecue sauce and barbecue chicken.
And we could do that at home. I would say 99% of the time we cook kosher-tarian food here. Because, you know, and I wrote the book, my book, The Kosher Comedians, for a couple of reasons. I mean, I wanted to write a book about food and family, and I want to talk about my food experiences in LA and New York. But, you know, when you read the commandments, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fulfill that, but you know what? It's God's law. I'm going to honor it. And what I realized, and I wrote it over the course of like 2.5, 3 years, and you know, there were some breaks, which were intentional. I wrote a chapter called Vacation from Kosher. And it brought me closer to God, brought me closer to my kids, and, you know, restrictions, you know, boost your creativity. So I made some new dishes along the way, and the yummy dance had definitely reached like new heights. Samuel, why don't you tell the audience what the yummy dance is? What exactly is a yummy dance?
This is my sister's yummy dance, the original and the normal. Yummy, 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 yummy. That's how my sister does it. This is how I do it. Best of 3 words, best of 3 rounds. Pescatarian style. Yummy, yummy, pescatarian, yummy, yummy, pescatarian, yummy, pescatarian, yummy, pescatarian, yummy, pescatarian, yummy, yummy, pescatarian, yummy, yummy, pescatarian, yummy, pescatarian, yummy, pescatarian. One more round, yummy, pescatarian, yummy, pescatarian. Yummy, 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 pescatarian style.
So I don't know what happened to this flame, but it's similar to my son's hair. Eventually it takes on a life of its own and gets completely out of control. Regardless of, like, he get a haircut like tomorrow, and this morning he woke up with like a full-fledged mohawk, right? And this flame just gets out of control. I don't know how it got out of control this fast, but it did. I was monitoring it, and it smells a little burnt. But I don't even want to look at the other side right now. But we put in the other stick of butter. So you can smell the smoke. It smells burnt. Could be a little burnt. But all right, so we got the butter. So let's check it out. Not bad.
Normal.
I'll take it. Alright, so here we go. Not bad. I'll take it. Okay, when do you get out the syrup? So my oldest son, our amazing cameraman, Art Show USA. He's a no syrup guy? Which I don't completely understand. But I will say this. Growing up, my mom used to make French toast. She didn't make it with freaking rose water. Doesn't make her a bad person. I don't think Jacob Cohen had introduced the world to a rose water French toast just yet. But I would always picture French toast saying, I love my mom's French toast because it's so good it doesn't require syrup. It's like perfect by itself. Right? I mean, I think that's an amazing testament for great French toast. Don't you think, Olga? So here we go. So this is the home stretch. So I think that we should definitely try this French toast for a first bite without syrup. Without syrup.
Cardamom.
Well, we're not going to sprinkle cardamom on it. I mean, it would be, because then again, we would make the same fatal mistake. That would be way too much cardamom French toast.
Then why did we name it Too Much Cardamom?
Because we want to illustrate the point that you get better at things when you recognize your F-ups. And that's the only way you improve. For example, like the Knicks last night, they didn't box out. They didn't play tough on D. They let guys who are known to make three-point shots shoot three-point shots, and they completely ruin their chances of success and victory. So next time you look at the game film, like, okay, don't let that guy shoot a three without an uncontested hand in the face. Next time you box out. So this time, what did we learn when we look at the game film? Too much freaking cardamom, all right? Too much freaking cardamon's the kiss of death, all right? So now you will remember, never respect recipe instructions. You can get improvisational, but don't get too freaking crazy, okay? Someone's writing a book, you get a publishing deal, chances are those recipes, they're not schlocky garbage, okay? So that's the bottom line.
I might not use cardamom, but it's just Fuji dust.
I sound like I'm from a mile away. Fuji dust, ha ha. So Mr. Fuji was a wrestler back in the day, and he would throw Fuji dust in your eyes, and it would blind you. And then he'd go for like a seat. And then he'd go powerbomb like this. Daddy, that's not his move. You didn't have a powerbomb. That's not a move. That's a Triple H move. Get it together. So I think this is gonna be ready in 1 minute. What do you think? I'm gonna turn up the flame a little bit. Let's get out a plate. Let's make this happen. It was a great picture, glorious picture. A big beat. Look at you. What are you, like 2 days old there? That's perfection. That's glorious love. A great nickname that Siva came up with to honor his sister. Singing Rose Cornblood, who I wanted to mention in this episode. This is divine intervention because we do have the rose water. So. And you know what? I would like us to serve this to Singing Rose in bed.
I'll do it.
Right? So maybe we call this episode, I think we graduated from Too Much Cardamom French Toast to Singing Rose Cornblood Toast. Holla! So, why don't you follow Samuel upstairs and give it to her raw. Give her the Singing Rose Cornblood Toast raw. And let's hope she's not too, moody. Let's make sure she's not too much. Moody, I'm the scared of Singing Rose Toast. Singing Rose Toast. We've gone from Too Much Cardamom Toast to Singing Rose Toast.
Oh, we're liking that Wednesday. Morning. Yeah.
Why are you filming me?
Because I want to, and we just did it. Yeah.
No, actually don't. I don't want to be posted.
Heard it.
I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, well, what's the delay?
That's the delay.
We have an attentive audience. They can't wait to hear.
Just pick it up.
Hot.
This isn't going as smoothly as I anticipated.
Being for me.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Okay, let's go downstairs. 10 out of 10.
Arthur.
We ambushed Matilda. Ambushing a 13-year-old sister. Probably not the best idea. On Veterans Day, she was planning on sleeping.
No.
When we're done. When we're done.
When we're done.
All right, so here we go. So, Singing Rose is not in a singing mood today. Holla! So here we go. We're not going to use forks. We're going to use our hands. You ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
That one stay.
Rubber dub dub dush! I can't take no more! Perfection. I knew it needed salt. I knew a dash of more sugar. This is caramelized. You do get that custardy, sweet flavor. Does not need syrup. So it's a tribute to Mimi, my mother. It's for you, Mom. See? I'm not full of hate. For Murray, for Mimi, and for homemade family fun. So, you want to say any final shout outs?
Was this dissolved? Latino heat.
Yeah, and what about a yummy dance? Did you get paralyzed all of a sudden?
Or did you get paralyzed?
Okay.
Well, this dissolved the original passion yummy dance. Breakfast style. Yummy, yummy breakfast. Yummy, yummy breakfast. Yummy, yummy breakfast. Yummy, yummy breakfast. Yummy, yummy breakfast.
All right. So, if you like the goods, you're a fan of the show, you're a fan of my idol son, my 7-year-old comedian, loving his Latino heat, please subscribe. Happy Veterans Day, and hope you enjoyed our Too Much Cardamom episode special, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.